The discovery of a high-powered semi-automatic weapon on Saturday, January 11th, sent shivers down the spine of the establishment. But what was even more disturbing is that the ammunition found along with the high-powered weapon is for an even more lethal firearm, which the Minister for Home Affairs and National Security, Senator Hermangild Francis, fears is out there.
The information here is so troubling. And as my personal opinion is that when a case comes in with a firearm, based on the fact that the majority of our murders are committed by firearms, that the magistrate should have allowed, at least on the very first occasion in court, allow the police officers the ability to be able to further investigate that firearm. The chances are those firearms are involved in other matters, and by granting a man bail on the very first occasion defeats the purpose of what the police are supposed to do.
Senator Francis says he's disturbed by the lenient condition set by the magistrate given the gravity of the alleged offense. He says the $13,000 requirement is disappointing. Here is his reasoning.
We have now recognized that most of the firearm cases are being adjudicated by a magistrate. We have also seen magistrates giving the accused persons what can be described as a slap on the wrist. This is against the backdrop that we have had record numbers of homicides, and firearms being the weapon of choice.
For years, the courts have been accused of being far too lenient on the bail conditions set for persons charged with gun-related offences. But in keeping with the constitutional provision of the presumption of innocence means that bail condition should not be too onerous. However, it should reflect the seriousness of the offence. Francis says the government will be moving with haste to change the legislation related to firearm offences.
As a consequence, the government will move expeditiously to amend the Firearm Act to remove the ability of a magistrate to deal with it. It will now be treated as murder, where only the High Court will have the ability to grant bail.
The police have an uphill task in getting dangerous weapons off the streets. The relative ease with which weapons are believed to be brought into St. Lucia is of concern for those charged with the responsibility of keeping the peace. The Minister for National Security wants the courts to play their part, particularly in the fight against violent crime. Stanley Lucian for the HTS News Force.